Students from Richard Montgomery, Parkview, and Westfield meet today on It's Academic. Hello, everybody. I'm Hillary Howard. This is the opening round. You know how it works. Each team begins with 100 points. 10 up for a right answer, 10 down for a wrong answer. Contestants in studio don't see what you do on the screens at home. Let's begin. In just 5 letters. We want to get off to a quick start here, so these first questions all have very short answers. Please identify the following famous persons whose last names have only 5 letters. This author's many works include Green Eggs and Ham, Richard Montgomery.
Dr. Seuss.
That's it. This French composer wrote the opera Carmen. Montgomery.
Bizet.
Yes. This Israeli actress starred as Wonder Woman. Montgomery.
Godot.
Correct. She was appointed to the Supreme Court right after Sonia Sotomayor. Montgomery.
Kagan.
Kagan.
Kagan is right. We're looking for 5-letter answers. This author wrote rags to riches stories such as Montgomery.
Alger.
You're right. In a special December election, he was elected Senator. Montgomery.
Jones. Jones.
Yep, Doug Jones. He was the first head of the Soviet Union. Montgomery.
Lenin.
Lenin is right, and he was the 44th president. Montgomery.
Obama.
That's it, Barack Obama. That's the end of the round.
It's Academic with Hillary Howard. Now in its 57th season. And for 50 years, proudly sponsored by Giant.
Everybody, and welcome to It's Academic. We're very glad you've joined us on this Saturday morning. It is time to meet the teams, and we begin with Richard Montgomery High School from Rockville, Maryland. Alex, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very well.
Good. Tell us about yourself.
All right, my name is Alex Hu. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Richard Montgomery High School, and I would like to thank our wonderful faculty advisor, Dr. Wendy Sparks, and our principal, Mr. Montleone, for their invaluable support.
Wonderful. Hello, Adam.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
Thank you. I'm Adam Howlett. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Richard Montgomery, and I'd like to thank all of our family and friends who've come out here to support us today.
Lovely. And how you doing, Naveen?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
I'm Naveen. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Richard Montgomery, and I'd like to thank our alternate, Kevin.
All right, guys, here we go. These questions are worth 20 points, nothing off for a wrong answer. Take one name from each column, and you'll get the title of what novel by Charles Dickens?
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist it is. Verbose, recumbent, divisive. If you wrote a report that was too wordy, that report could best be described with which of these adjectives?
Verbose.
Verbose is correct. Who's your daddy? If he had known the answer to this text question, what mythical Greek might not have killed his father and married his mother?
Oedipus.
Oedipus is it. Rail lines, arsenal, prison. When John Brown raided Harper's Ferry in 1859, it was to gain control of which of these?
Arsenal.
Arsenal is right. The end of the world. In 1904, one adventurer wrote this description of what body of water? The strait that separates Siberia from Alaska and is named for a Danish explorer.
Bering Strait.
Bering Strait is it. Nice job, Richard Montgomery, 280 points. From Sterling, Virginia, Parkview High School. How you doing, Kelly?
Good, how are you?
All right.
I'm Kelly. I'm a 17-year-old senior at Parkview, and I'd like to thank our principal, Mr. Dolson, our sponsor, Mr. Zengla, and Mr. Rosenthal for all their support.
Wonderful. And Anmol, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Anmol. I'm a senior at Parkview High School, and I would like to thank our alternates, Austin, Joseph, Carlitos, and Tommy.
Great. And Gregory.
Hi, I'm Gregory Briza. I'm a 17-year-old senior from Parkview. I want to thank our drumline for being with us today.
And they sound so good. You'll hear in a minute. Totally sizzling. All right, guys, first question. Select one word from each column and you'll get the name given to what all-powerful leader in George Orwell's novel 1984?
Big Brother?
Yeah, Big Brother. Start a fight, give a donation, do a somersault. Someone who is altruistic would most likely take which of these actions?
Give a donation. Give a donation?
Yes. SherpaClimber.com. This would have been a good website for Tenzing Norgay, who first reached the top of Mount Everest in 1953, along with what New Zealand climber? Answer?
No answer.
Oh, my namesake. No, Edmund Hillary, Sir Edmund Hillary. Treaty of Paris, Treaty of Potsdam, Treaty of Locarno. If you study early American history, you'll learn about which of these treaties that ended our Revolutionary War.
Paris? Treaty of Paris?
Yeah, that's it. My hat is in the ring. This famous political statement was first uttered in 1912 by what presidential candidate who declared himself a bull moose?
Theodore Roosevelt? Theodore Roosevelt?
You've got it. Parkview with 180 points. And from Chantilly, Virginia, Westfield High School. Devang, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm Devang Ray. I'm a 15-year-old freshman at Westfield High School, and I'd like to thank our principal, Dr. Copeland, our administration, and the faculty at Westfield.
Very good. Hello, Neha.
I'm Neha. I'm a 16-year-old junior at Westfield, and I'd like to thank our sponsor, Miss Webb.
Beautiful. And Ria.
Hi, I'm Ria. Hi, I'm Ria. I'm a junior at Westfield High School, and I'd like to thank our alternate, Anisha, and our family and friends for supporting us.
All right, guys. Take one word from each column to name what Kipling work where you read about Mowgli.
Jungle Book?
Yes. Claustrophobia, agoraphobia, toxophobia. A person who is unreasonably afraid of being poisoned is suffering from which of these phobias?
Toxophobia?
Correct. Pamphleteer.com. During the Revolutionary War, this might have been an appropriate internet address for what man who wrote some influential pamphlets as Common Sense?
Thomas Paine?
Yes. Angola, Nepal, Laos. Of these three countries, which one is located in Africa?
Angola?
Yeah. At rest in the middle of everything is the sun. These were the then controversial words of what 16th century Polish astronomer noted for his heliocentric theory?
Copernicus?
Good job, Westfield. 200 points. That's the end of the round. We'll be right back.
Pro tip, Giant has great prices on produce. So when it's your turn to do the shopping and you need to get raspberries for John, strawberries for Amy, bananas for Mom. Wait, what's a jicama? And at these prices, I can make it all happen.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Save on Giant's spiral sliced half ham, $1.27 per pound, and on boneless New York strip roast or bone-in beef rib roast, $5.99 per pound. Only at Giant.
Let Colby Electric repair or replace your ceiling fans, outlets, switches, light fixtures, or circuit breakers. Call Colby Electric today for all your electrical needs. Now through Wednesday, get $50 off your first service call.
Keeping our lights bright, Colby Electric.
NBC4 is committed to serving the educational and informational needs of children. The station's children's television program reports describing our efforts are available through the Federal Communications Commission website at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the drum line from Parkview High School. Sounding tight, guys. Awesome. Welcome back to It's Academic. Time for the Picture Perfect round, but we will recap the scores before we begin. Richard Montgomery, 280. Parkview, 180. Westfield, 200. Today's Tonight's contestants will receive tickets to Waiting for Godot, Samuel Beckett's most popular drama. The characters Vladimir and Estragon embody the playwright's unique blend of poetry and humor, opening April 18th at the Shakespeare Theater in Washington. And while they're at the theater, check us out on Facebook and like us, please. Okay, now we can begin this round. Questions are worth 20 points, up or down. The clues are on your screen. Here we go. Since the mid-18th century, the Mandan Indians have lived mostly in what plain state where Bismarck is Montgomery?
North Dakota.
North Dakota's right. Its gloomy name has not prevented what great swamp on the Virginia-North Carolina border from being popular with sportsmen and naturalists? It is the Great Dismal Swamp. Thomas Edison's inventions, such as this incandescent lamp, earned him the nickname the Wizard of Montgomery.
Menlo Park. Yeah. Menlo Park.
Menlo Park is right. When simplified, this expression is the log Montgomery.
Three.
Yeah. Three. Yeah. Three.
That's it. This is the flag of what Latin American Montgomery?
Panama. Yeah. Panama.
Panama. Nice job. This is what three-toed, tree-living Montgomery?
Sloth. Yeah. Sloth.
Yes, that's it. Which of these three compounds is produced when calcium metal reacts with water? Montgomery.
Second one.
Yeah, the second one. Yeah. The second one.
That's it, calcium hydroxide. This is an early photograph of Miss O'Keeffe, the renowned artist who shared her first name with what? Montgomery.
Georgia. Georgia.
It is Georgia. That's the end of the round. We'll be right back.
The more you see.
Look at that.
How good is that?
The more you do.
I truly am inspired.
The more you know. Weekends on NBC.
Due to coverage of Barclays Premier League, the More You Know lineup can be seen at the following times.
The USA Science and Engineering Festival is the nation's largest celebration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Hundreds of thousands will gather in our nation's capital to celebrate the importance of science and technology in building our future. Join us April 7th and 8th at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. for this free event for all ages. Find out where STEM can take you at the USA Science and Engineering Festival, presented by Lockheed Martin.
Is your house less than perfect? I'm Dan from Market Pro Home Buyers, and we want to buy your home. No repairs, no commissions, and free packing and moving. You can sell your house today, and if it's less than perfect, it's just right for us.
To honor the memory of its academics creator, we are presenting the 2018 Sophie Altman Coach of the Year Award. Established by Giant Food, the award is a tribute to all its academic coaches. To learn how to nominate your coach, check out our website, itsacademicquizshow.com. Let's meet the faculty and coaches that prepare these students for It's Academic. We begin with Richard Montgomery High School. Adam, who's with you?
Over here I have Mr. Monteleone, our principal, and over here I have Dr. Sparks, our faculty advisor, and she teaches chemistry at RM.
Great to have you guys today. From Parkview and Mole, who's with you?
Right behind me, we have Mr. Zangla, our coach, who is also the AP Literature teacher at Parkview High School.
Great to have you. And from Westfield, Neha, who's behind you?
We have Dr. Copeland, our principal, and to my left, Ms. Webb, our sponsor.
Very good to see you guys. Okay, it's the packet round. Richard Montgomery will answer questions first from one of these packets. Parkview gets to choose which packet it's going to be. Parkview?
One.
One. There are 8 questions. If you get them all right, 25-point bonus, but I think you know that. Here's the first question. A homemade wind tunnel proved important in helping what brothers who made the first successful aircraft flight in 1903 at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina?
The Wright brothers?
Yes, it was. Though it's nicknamed Alligator Alley, the formal name of a major east-west highway incorporates the name of what large national park in southern Florida?
Everglades. Yeah, Everglades. Everglades?
Yes. The metal that made people rich in Leadville, Colorado was not lead, but what precious metal whose chemical symbol is Ag?
Oh, yeah,
Silver.
Silver is right. Here's your science question. Which of these is a colorless corrosive acid that has a sharp odor and is present in the sting of wasps and ants?
Is it acetic acid or formic?
Okay, formic acid?
Formic acid is right.
Nice.
New Hampshire's oldest newspaper shares what name with the Union ironclad that fought the Merrimack in the Civil War?
Monitor. Yeah. Monitor?
Yes. It was in 1850 that Nathaniel Hawthorne published what novel whose main character is the long-suffering Hester Prynne?
Scarlet Letter. Yeah. Scarlet Letter.
You're right. Here's the math question. How many square feet are there in a floor that is 5 yards by 6 yards?
290 square feet. 245, 270, I think. 270.
Are you sure? Okay, 270?
Yes.
Yes.
The first president to marry during his term of office was what 10th president who had succeeded William Henry Harrison?
That's John Tyler, yeah. John Tyler?
Nice job. 25-point bonus for Richard Montgomery. Okay, Parkview, your turn. Westfield, packet 2 or 3?
2.
2. Galileo was the most famous native of what Italian city, whose most famous tourist attraction is a leaning tower?
Pisa. Pisa?
Yeah. It's thought that Australia was the first country to enact labor laws that defined a workday as how many hours equaling 1/3 of a day?
8.
Yes, 8 hours. If Little Red Riding Hood had climbed Mount Hood, she'd have done her climbing in what Northwest state that names a famous 1840s pioneer trail?
Oregon. Oregon?
Yeah, it's the Oregon Trail. Your science question. Which of these is a unit of power?
Watt?
Yes. The last baby born in London on New Year's Eve in 1738 was what future British general who surrendered his army at Yorktown?
Cornwallis?
I'm sorry?
Cornwallis? Cornwallis.
Am I taking it or not? Cornwallis, yes, that's right. According to George Bernard Shaw, no one will ever write a better tragedy than what Shakespeare play about a king and his 3 daughters. Answer? In 3.
Othello.
No, King Lear. Here's your math question. Which of these numbers is evenly divisible by 12?
420?
Yes. In 188, we elected our 12th, in 1880, no, we have the wrong year here. We elected our 12th president, what general who had fought in the Mexican-American War and was nicknamed Old Rough and Ready?
Zachary Taylor. Taylor?
Yep, Zachary Taylor. That's it. Parkview with 320 points. Packet number 3 for Westfield. Under high temperature, sand, lime, and an alkali will fuse to produce what product useful in the slipper industry of Cinderella's time?
Glass.
Yeah. What American painter shared his surname with the Greek poet who wrote the Iliad and the Odyssey?
Homer.
Yes. Dietitians working for the military have developed a recipe for macaroni and cheese that has a shelf life of how many years, equaling 156 weeks?
3.
Yep, 3 years. Here's your science question. Which of these names refers to 2 asymmetrical radiation belts outside the Earth's atmosphere?
Cygnus?
No, it's the Van Allen belt. The attempt of a little girl named Linda to enroll in an all-white elementary school in Topeka, Kansas, led to what 1964 Supreme Court school desegregation ruling?
Brown versus Board of Education.
Yes. The classic novel Moby Dick was originally a commercial failure, and it was out of print when what author died in 1891?
Melville.
Yep, it's Melville. Here's your math question. How much would a 15% tip be on a bill for $60? Answer? In 3?
60. $3.
Nope, it's $9. Unable to get the Whig nomination for president in 1852, what former 13th chief executive ran unsuccessfully in 1856 as a candidate of the Know Nothing Party? Answer? In 3, 2, 1, Nope, it's Millard Fillmore. Westfield with 300 points. We'll be right back with the grab bag, so stay with us.
Pro tip. Giant has great prices on produce, so when it's your turn to do the shopping and you need to get raspberries for John, strawberries for Amy, bananas for Mom. Wait, what's a jicama? And at these prices, I can make it all happen.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Save on Giant's spiral sliced half ham, $1.27 per pound, and on boneless New York strip roast or bone-in beef rib roast, $5.99 per pound. Only at Giant.
The USA Science and Engineering Festival is the nation's largest celebration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Hundreds of thousands will gather in our nation's capital to celebrate the importance of science and technology in building our future. Join us April 7th and 8th at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. for this free event for all ages. Find out where STEM can take you at the USA Science and Engineering Festival, presented by Lockheed Martin.
Welcome back, everybody. Time for the grab bag round. Before we begin, let's quickly recap the scores. Richard Montgomery, 605. Parkview, 320. Westfield, 300. Okay, here we go, guys. The U.S. military is now working on a plan to hunt enemy drones using what kind of bird that is the mascot of the Air Force? Montgomery.
Falcon?
Falcon is right. A giant diamond the size of 2 golf balls has recently been found in what African country where Maseru is Montgomery.
Lesotho?
Yes, that's right. Although they have different cultures and languages, Haiti and the Dominican Republic share what same? Montgomery?
Hispaniola.
It is. On your screens for 30 points. One species of Montgomery? Answer.
Brazil.
No, we're looking for Ariel in The Tempest, the magical sprite. What same 3-syllable word names both a storage cupboard and the president's official body of advisors who head Parkview?
Cabinet.
Yeah, cabinet. How many different planes can be tangent to a sphere at a given point on the sphere? Montgomery.
1.
1 is right. The classical god Pan had the legs of what barnyard? Montgomery.
Goat.
Goat is it. On your screens for 30 points. A friend to honesty and a foe to crime. This is the inscription on the tomb of what man who served as Lincoln's bodyguard? Montgomery.
Pinkerton, I think. Yeah, Pinkerton?
Pinkerton is right and started his own detective agency. The Virginia Resolves of 1765 attacked what British Parliamentary Act that sounds as if it would be of particular interest to a philatelist? The answer is this. Montgomery.
It's the Stamp Act. Okay. Yeah, Stamp Act.
Yeah, you got it. Choice. When the separation between the centers of a pair of spherical masses doubles, the gravitational force be Montgomery.
1/4.
Yeah, it's 1/4. Nice. John Lang and Jeffrey Hudson were 2 pen names used by what prolific author who put his real name on the cover of Jurassic Park? Montgomery.
Michael Crichton.
Yeah, Crichton. Yeah, Crichton. Crichton?
Yes. That's it, and that's the end of the game.
Pro tip. Giant has great prices on produce, so when it's your turn to do the shopping and you need to get raspberries for John, strawberries for Amy, bananas for Mom. Wait, what's a jicama? And at these prices, I can make it all happen.
Take a fresh look at Giant's produce prices. Save on Giant's spiral sliced half ham, $1.27 per pound, and on boneless New York strip roast or bone-in beef rib roast, $5.99 per pound. Only at Giant.
The USA Science and Engineering Festival is the nation's largest celebration of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Hundreds of thousands will gather in our nation's capital to celebrate the importance of science and technology in building our future. Join us April 7th and 8th at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. for this free event for all ages. Find out where STEM can take you at the USA Science and Engineering Festival, presented by Lockheed Martin.
I love the fabric. I just wish it was this color with that lining.
When off the rack doesn't cut it, you need to go with a custom-made suit.
How much is this?
Less than you think.
Now at Men's Warehouse, choose your fabric, lining, and style, while our master tailors measure you for a custom-made suit.
You're gonna like the way you look in custom.
Rid your home of pests. Contact Home Paramount Pest Control today for a free inspection. Call 888-888-HOME or visit homeparamount.com.
Recent reports show an alarming increase in men suffering from erectile dysfunction. No man should suffer. Even if Viagra and Cialis have not worked in the past, you can still have what it takes to overcome ED. Call the number on your screen and get your love life back. No matter what your age or medical history, Quality Care for Men can help, often in just one office visit. If Viagra and Cialis have let you down, the doctor can help with a custom blend of safe prescription medications. If you don't see results in the office, there's no cost. Call now and get your love life back.
Weather can change in an instant. We're Storm Team 4, and we're always working for you. To the rest of the country,
this is our nation's capital.
But we, the people who live here, just call it home.
To us, this is our Supreme Court.
And these are our founding fathers.
We, the people of News 4,
understand what makes this place home.
That's why you've made News 4 your home.
So thank you for trusting us to pursue facts,
keep you safe,
look out for your family,
and covering the stories that really hit home.
We are the people of News 4.
We're working for you.
Before we do the scores, I just want to say Parkview and Westfield did pretty well when they had a chance to answer questions. It just didn't happen too often. So the scores are now official. We begin with Westfield High School from Chantilly, Virginia. Rhea, Neha, and Devang, 300 points. From Parkview in Sterling, Virginia, Gregory, Anmol, and Kelly, 340 points. And for the guys who wouldn't give up the buzzer, Richard Montgomery High School from Rockville, Alex, Adam, and Naveen, a whopping 765 points. Great job. Stay with us next week when we have Osborne, Wheaton, and Woodgrove. Until then, I'm Hillary Howard. So glad you were with us this Saturday morning. See you next week. Everybody else, come on down.
Jesus Christ Superstar live on NBC4 is brought to you by Waitress.